How often do you find yourself delaying the thing that you need to do and only to realize when you actually do it that it didn't take that long and then you could have done it a long time ago, and also find yourself that you could have done many other things by now as well if you had just taken action. And that's the reality of life when it comes to a lot of action and success and how these two things are intertwined. Today I want to talk to you about how to take action without making it too complicated. I have a process, it's very simple. When I feel like I'm avoiding something that needs to get done, I grab a pen and paper and I write down the first 3 steps that I just have to do. And if I just do those 3 steps, I've been successful. So number 1, I define success, which is not getting the whole thing done, but just getting those first 3 steps of the thing. And there's a secret to that, is because when you first do the step 1, step 2, and step 3, chances are you probably won't stop. And I find myself doing that as well. I write down the first 3 steps. For instance, today, I did not want to make this video. And this principle came to me because one of my teachers told me this many years ago: Zane, he who has begun is half done. And I looked at the camera, I looked at the setup, and I said, well, time to make a video about that because I don't want to make this video. So what is step 1? Write up what I'm going to talk about. Step 2, record the video. And step 3, if I get around to it, edit it. But really the first 2 will get me through the third one, because once the video is made, it's going to get edited. And really for me, it's just making those 3 steps. So if you're dreading something, and this could be in a shop where you don't want to do a job because you've done it already, or you're just like, man, I don't want to deal with this customer. Well, just write down the first 3 steps, man. Just write down the first 3 steps. And then the second part is, what is the end goal? The end goal for me was just to make this video, and which to tell you guys just to start. So the end goal in that would be, when a customer you want to deal with, is just make the contact, man. The end goal is just make the contact. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to sell anything. Just make the contact, get them in the loop. And how often do you find that once you just make the contact, it's so much easier to deal with that customer? And usually they're a lot worse in our imagination than they are in reality. And that's the same thing with anything. And then the last, which for me is, write down a reward, because you're putting yourself through pain in some sense, right? You're doing something you don't want to do. Put down a small reward. I'm going to go drink some coffee after this. Nice reward. I like drinking coffee. And that's a nice reward for me to sit down and maybe take a 5-minute break and just drink some coffee. So that's the main thing, guys. If you got to get something done, you got to write it down. You got to write down the first 3 steps. You don't have to do the whole thing. Give yourself a grace. Give yourself an end goal that you want to do. Make it small, especially if you haven't done it. And especially if something that's being daunting. For some of you guys, taking mechanic tests is a big deal. And I get it. Man, just go and take the test, right? Just fail it. I'm going to fail this test. And if that's your aim and then you fail, you've actually succeeded because that was your goal. Right? And eventually, if you do that, you'll definitely pass. And then finally, writing a reward down that'll help you stay motivated and play a game with yourself where you get to motivate yourself. I hope this helps, guys. Again, this is a mindset video about getting things done, which is an art as well as a science. And if you can understand this, you can get a lot of crap done. And remember, the more you delay something, the harder it becomes, because the bigger it grows in your mind. And not only that, you're losing time, so other things will also pile up, which also make it very hard. So don't delay things. Get right on it. Do it poorly, but do it. And what happens when you do it poorly, but you do it enough times, is you get good at it. It gets easier, and you don't waste time. You get reps in. Thank you very much, guys.